All right, question comes to Pastor Dowell. Pastor Dowell got a question or two, and that's how they actually literally phrase it. Went something like this. Pastor Dowell, if you are out, and I've got two hypothetical situations right here. One is you pulled up at a quick stop and you saw two men fist fighting and literally going at it. What would you do? And then the second scenario is, same situation. You pull up to a quick stop and you see a man twice the size of a woman and beating her like a man. What would you do? Well, both of those situations want a different response. It really truly does. Number one is if you got two men going at it, probably the best thing for you to do is to actually just sit there and sit back and maintain your composure, hold out, don't get involved, and to let them just sit there and fight it out. There's two men now. But before you jump into your feelings and before you jump into your emotions, in all these cases, I think the best thing for you to do is to actually surveillance the area to make sure, because, you know, a lot of times people running in packs nowadays. You need to make sure there ain't people just standing around on the side or in the background, because if you go interfere in something like that, if you ain't realize how crazy this world is going today, people are shooting people for no reason whatsoever at all, taking off, going to live another day to tell about it and brag about it, and somebody's done planted you 6 feet under. In other words, and we live in this time, there's this world called mind your own business. Also, same situation. If it's a girl, first of all, number one, you had better, you see what I'm doing? I'm doing this on purpose. You had better scan your sector. You better scan this area. And you better make sure that you know what in the world is going on, because you don't know all the situation. You don't know what happened. You don't know anything. And I hate to say it, but it depends. Now, I know me. I know me personally. I have to, the reason why I tell you this stuff, because I have to practice a lot of self-control in areas like this myself. And the first thing I would try to do is diffuse the whole entire situation, which, in case I've had this happen to me, I remember when I came home from boxing practice, I was a little teenager, 16 years old. This man was 27 years old. His girlfriend / wife was 24 years old. We lived in an apartment complex, and I saw people just standing out watching this guy, having this woman, you see those rails, bent over the rail and giving her literal damn haymakers. I mean haymakers. I jumped off my bike and probably about 30, 40 people just standing around looking. I ran up them steps and I said, hey, don't you hit her again. You get your hands off her. He swung at me. Mind you, I just got finished coming from boxing practice. Needless to say, I beat the living hell out of that grown man, only to have this woman to try to turn around and hit me too. So I went home. This woman's got 2 black eyes, face blue as I don't know what, and carrying on. I went home. Next thing you know, the cops is knocking on our door. Is Chucky Dowell here? My dad said, who want to know? He says, well, we need to see y'all down at the apartment office. And my dad said, for what? Well, he assaulted a man. Because he would say, Junior, come here. You assaulted a man? No, I didn't, Dad. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. He said, we'll talk about it on the way down. And I did. Told him exactly what happened. By the time we got into the office, he saw the man that I just got finished beating the hell out of, black, blue, and every damn thing else in his face, and saw the woman look the same way. The woman is hugged up on the man. I'm sitting there, are you serious? She is hugged up on the man, literally. And it's like they made up in a matter of seconds. Man, I'm a little boy, 16 years old. And the cops turned around and looked at me and said, and no, he looked at that grown man. He says, that little boy right there did that to you? Because I was a late bloomer. Yeah, he assaulted me. Only problem was there were so many witnesses in the apartment complex that they got reports from. Needless to say, it was a false allegation, and I ended up going. And anyway, I saw him a few more times in the apartment complex, but he didn't say nothing to me, I promise you. But he tried to lie on me and get me in trouble. I say that to say this: if you get yourself involved in a situation like this, and you turn around and run up on someone, you don't know if these people are going to have a gun or a knife. And if you ain't got no training, you don't know what you're doing, it's best for you to mind your own business and stay put. It really is. And even with training, you have to approach every one of these situations with caution. Shalom.